Hi everybody, welcome back. I am going to show you my non-minimalists kitchen tour. I'm just going to show you the cooking half because my kitchen with the eat-in portion is pretty big and it's going to take two videos, so I might as well split it up like this. I want to tell you guys first, you guys know that I sometimes have limitations to my mobility, so I call it a non-minimalist because I mentioned this in other videos. I just grew up in a house with a lot of stuff, and to me, the stuff makes it feel like a home. Not that people who have minimalist homes don't feel like home, just don't feel like a home to me. I know that there's a lot of studies on there about how clutter can clutter up your mind, clutter up your life, but I personally have the opposite feeling. I feel like when something is bare and it's missing, it's missing things. So I feel that sense of loss from the hurricane comes surfaced again. So this is just me. Plus, I like to keep things where I can get them easily without having to ask others for help. So here it is. I thought I would start when you first walk in the kitchen. I have this really cute chicken hook thing that I really had for about 10 or 15 years. And it's got a variety of potholders on it. So these are the potholders I love. They're from the Dollar General and they're so worn, but they're the best ones. Then these are Jim's favorites. They kind of are like, they're kind of like an oven mitt almost, where it's like two like them. I think we got those at Walmart. And then I just have others because, these get dirty in the middle of cooking. You can't use them anymore if they get wet. That transfers heat. And I have this cute sign that says, kitchen closed, go on Walmart. I also have these cute spoons as a decoration. These are little crosses, and they're actual measuring spoons, but I use them just for decorative purposes, and I just love them. I got that at Mrs. Yoder's in Amish country in Ohio when we go there to visit Aunt Joyce. They have like a little gift shop. Anyhow, so many of you have asked, and I've answered, that these containers are from IKEA. I actually didn't buy them all at the same time, but I bought this one and one of these when I was in New York, and I bought this one and the little ones. Actually, I bought one little one was at the Goodwill here in Rolla with a candle in it, but I bought the little ones and one other big one when I was here in St. Louis when they opened. But what I've done is I've taken the insert. This is from, I had a storage container here that was from Tupperware, and I wanted to change that out to these. And I went ahead and took the insert and just stuck it in here. It doesn't fit perfect, but it's good enough to just keep the stuff divided. So this is kind of where I keep my cooking toothpicks, some spatulas, my lemon squeezer and garlic press, my whisks of variety shapes and sizes. This one's actually supposed to go back here. That's why it keeps falling over. Jim loves to cook with the wooden utensils, and I love this one for my stir fry. This is merely it's utilitarian. I just use it for merely decorative. It's got a little chicken sitting on top, so he sits here special. And this is that meat chopper from Betty Crocker that we got at the, oh, see, you can't even see Betty Crocker anymore. We use it so much. We got it at Walmart. They don't sell it at the Dollar Tree, or they didn't. I don't know if they do now, but it was $2.98, and it's like the best thing ever for when you're doing like tacos or meat sauce. Anytime you need to break up breakfast sausage for biscuits and gravy, anytime you need to break up meat, it's so great. It's such a great tool. You can just use a flat spatula, but you'll notice when I go to my spatulas that very few of them come flat anymore. So this container has, well, this is like, I don't know if you've ever seen this, but you stick it on the side of your pot and your spoon can sit in there. But I have it here just in case we ever need it. And these are all my rubber spatula and spoon needles. These are my favorite to cook with every day, unless I have to drain something. And in here as well is my favorite, not my favorite, my silicone Basting brushes, I have 2. And then this is actually my favorite to get stuff out of, cans and jars. It was a 2 set from the Dollar Tree a million years ago. And actually my favorite spoonula is in the dishwasher. But they were a set. And then this one is my ladle, spoons, and spatulas. And you might think that when you're ever going to use these, but actually I do. There are times when I've used mostly all of them. See, I only have 2 spatulas, like this one and this one, that have straight edges. All the rest of them have round tops, so it's hard to mash up the meat as efficiently. And then I have a variety of slotted spoons, some that I've just had forever. Look at this one. That one needs to be retired. And my bacon press, which I don't, it's mostly decorative at this point because I do use it for paninis, believe it or not. But mostly it's just decorative. So, and then is my oven. And on top of my oven is this cute little basket with salt and pepper shakers that I got from my Aunt Joyce when I got married. And these cute little rooster salt and pepper shakers that if you slam the door too hard 7 times, they will fall off. And then I keep my spoon rests and my kettle. Okay. Above the cooking utensils is where I store my dishes. This is a 2-tier from Walmart. These are my favorite. They are from Corningware. They are the enhancements, they're called. I love that they have like a well. Dad turned me on to the fact that they have a well, and that's cool. And I love the fact that they're white, so they basically show the food, not the plate. Here are the serving bowls for every night. These are the serving platters. These are what we call in my family deep monkey dishes. Dad taught me that in the restaurant, the little bowls like that sit on the side with the condiments and stuff, they used to call monkey dishes. So, because they hang on the plate. So, in my family, that's a deep monkey dish. This is a cereal monkey dish, and that's a mini monkey dish. Then I have some snack plates with a few extra cereal bowls on there. And then my brown Pyrex. Those are my favorite with the handles to make scrambled eggs in. And then these little mixing bowls that I got at the Dollar Tree. They're so great for condiments. Like if you want to actually put ketchup or mustard on your plate so you can dip your nuggets and stuff. Underneath it is this drawer with my silverware. I can pull it out far because I could show you behind the silverware is the fancy serving ladles and pie things that we don't use very often, but I can still get to them when I need them. Here is our everyday serving spoons, slotted spoons, and meat forks. Then it's, of course, our forks, spoons, and knives. Back here, the cheese spreaders and the corn cob holders. On the right here is all my measuring spoons and cups. And in the front, I'll move the drawer so you can see. In the very front, I keep my Betty Crocker scissors. Now, I only wash these if they come in contact with food. So if I'm just going to cut a package open, I just put it back, as long as it hasn't touched food. But if it touches food, it goes in the dishwasher. And then underneath is where I keep my cookie sheets and my roasting pans. So big roasting pans back there, along with some baking sheets, pans that this actually was like my grandmother's. I inherited them from my dad. And then this this rack with the cookie sheets in it, before Pinterest, well, before I was introduced to Pinterest, this is how I used to store my cookie sheets. Except at home, in New York, I was able to lay them flat because I didn't have a top shelf up there. Because I'm here, I'm only able to stand them like this. And these are the cookie sheets that I use for baking every day. Not baking, for cooking chicken nuggets on or roasting meat. I keep them separate than my baking cookie sheets. Those are specifically just for cookies and cakes. And then I've got my muffin tins. Back there is my cast iron, which I don't use as often because I have an electric and it's not as great on the electric, but you never know. This is an extra set of cooling racks that we cook on, and then my roasting pan, and then a metal platter. Thank you. That was my dad's. I mentioned that under the stove is really a warming tray, but this is where we keep our baking stuff. This can be a long video. Up here, I have a Dollar Tree bin because it's hard for me to get stuff up and down. And in this Dollar Tree bin is the Campbell's Dollar Tree bowl covers, which we love. That deep monkey dish fits in here perfectly. We do a bowl that also holds a can of soup, Chef Boyardee, chili, any of that stuff. Here is our Potato Express, which I love. We use this quite often. My popsicle makers and my microwave popcorn maker, which Lisa gave me for Christmas. And I keep that in here. Next to my microwaved bacon maker. And in the other side is extra steak knives. And in this bin is the wicker paper plate holders. This is a marinator. These are shaped silicone ice cube trays. These are hearts, and this one is pumpkins. You've seen that before. And I put them in these bins because it's easy for me to get them up and down. My dad would say I'm vertically challenged. When it's not in use, my salad spinner also fits between, and then the cover goes in one of these containers. And then we move to the right. More stuff that I wish I had Pinterest, because I would have shared this with you guys ages ago, but that is just like a mail sorter or file folder sorter. I think I got them at Staples. That holds all of the hot plates, trivets and stuff. And then on the side is my silicone mats. And I use the silicone mat under my wooden pie board so it doesn't slide all over when I'm rolling out dough. And then down here is a big one that I got for cutting boards. Now, I got this here. I did that in New York, but I got this here because I only had one cutting board in New York, and it was big, and you had two sides, and I just kept it out. But Mom has all of these, so we went ahead and we got this. Since then, I've gotten bamboo and these flexible ones. That is a special chopper she has for herbs and spices that she got from, I think it's from Kuhn Rank, that great kitchen place that makes all the stuff. And these are her Tupperware German. She got these in, this is German Tupperware. She's had these forever and ever. They are whole different spices, and they're shaker tops, and they're like stackable. In the next portion of the counter is my little spice cabinet with spices that I use not as often, but they're pretty in pretty jars, and I keep them on display. You can see me and not the jars. Hold on to me. But this is what I have to do to move them. So let me tell you first. We always keep out butter for cooking, flour for cooking. This is a pasta sauce jar. I think it's Classico, and a Parmesan cheese shaker top. This one I did get from Pinterest because I didn't know they fit on there. Actually, in Pinterest they had this to do baking soda, carpet, make your own carpet stuff. But I was like, hey, let's do that for flour because, you know, every once in a while I just need a little bit. This is the regular salt and pepper shakers I cook with. That's my kosher salt that I cook with. This is my dried basil leaves. So in here, oops, sorry. In here are these jars that I got from World Market with labels that I made. And some spices that we got at Penzi Spices here in St. Louis. Which are like these great blends and stuff. So, oh, and down below, there's a teeny tiny gravy boat. And the Tupperware grater is supposed to be like a cute kitchen item, but it actually is great for that whole nutmeg that I use. Okay, so the next thing is I have this basket over here. So these are just Himalayan pink sea salt that I got. So over here I have this basket, and this basket sits on my counter, and it has my olive oil, Rachel Ray olive oil dispenser. If I have fresh garlic, it goes in there. And then these dollar store bottles. This one is corn oil, this one is balsamic vinegar, and that one is empty. This is just a collector bottle that I've had for a long time. My dad found it in one of his job sites, so it's just there for decoration. There is my KitchenAid stag mixture. Technically it's Mom's, but she didn't want it anymore, so she gave it to me. And then Mom's knives. She likes her own kind. She doesn't use them that often, so they sit behind the recipe book holder. This I got from Country Living, I believe, or Jimmy's, and it basically is a rooster. So it's this really cool cast iron rooster with a wooden ledge and a big cast iron base. And then he's got these strings, and they have cast iron weights on them that hold the book pages open. But I use it to hold my iPad. Dollar store garbage can that I use for eggshells and no vegetables, just eggshells and stuff. Just little things when you're doing here, you don't want to have to walk to the garbage can. My marble cutting board that I got from a friend at a yard sale for super cheap, and I love it, and it's mostly decorative, but I do use it to shred my pulled pork on. It's great for that because it's so big. And then here's my knife block. Got it from my wedding from my cousin Kelly. Hi Kelly! It's J.A. Hinkle, and they're my fave. I actually don't use the steel. I have pop steel. Pop steel is a lot better, and I keep it sideways, and I'll show you why. These knives lay flat against the board like this, so when I'm cooking, look how great that is. Chop, 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 chop. I'm a righty, and it's just so conducive for me to hold and grab the knives out like that. And the chef's knife's always at the top because it's the one I use the most. Here are these new things that I'm going to redo my kitchen with, but right now they're sitting here. I got this blue frog from a yard sale at work at AHRC ages ago. They used to have these white elephant sales to raise money. This is Mom's little kitchen bowl. This is I think I got it, I feel like I got it at either the Corral store or the Dollar Tree. But she keeps the scrubber she likes here and her gloves on top. Here is where I keep the scrubbers. And this cute little rooster iron dish that I got from Ginny's. And this was actually Paula Deen. It came with some of the wooden utensils in it, and we keep Mom's Coca-Cola caps in there because there's reward points that I send to my sister. Here's her antique measuring cup that she uses to fill the cat's dish. Here is the gray, this is where I keep my lotion, which I'm going to switch to the white when we do. And here is our Lysol automatic sensor. I'm not going to do it because I don't have to wash my hands. There is my gray sponge holder and my scrubber, which one you can see why I need the other thing for the scrubber. We keep a dish pan out because we always did in my life. And this is a long vase that has all of our straws in there, plus extras. And then our penny candy jar with our dish pad pods in there. And above the, oh, I got this from my friend Joyce. Hi Joyce, I miss you. For my birthday. It's just a nightlight, but it looks like a toile teacup. Above, the cabinet above this is a really skinny cabinet, and it's where we keep all of our plastic traveling drink cups and stuff. So we have ones with straws. These are Mom's. This is Jim's. We have Trivet mugs and big thermal mugs, and all kinds of travel coffee cups and travel coffee cups up there. And again, it seems like a lot, but you'd be surprised how many times we're down to our last two. So I showed you everything on the tops over here. So that's it for the first half of my kitchen tour. I just have a lot to show you guys, so I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Stay tuned for part 2 of the first half of my, well, the cooking half of my kitchen. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to share this video with friends and family, anybody you know might be interested in seeing how I organize all of my stuff. And if you haven't yet, click subscribe. When you do, a little bell will pop up. When you click that bell, YouTube will let you know whenever I upload a new video. And as always, take care. See you next time. Bye. See you in part 2.